Thursday. We got a good amount of sleep. Got home at about 7 something last night. So, I mean, it was only about a 12, 13 hour day. More like 12. I guess 12-hour day. Wasn't horrible. We got the same thing today. It's probably going to be another 12-hour day. And then tomorrow's probably going to be another 12-hour day. So, I mean, it's not bad. At least it's not 18, 20 hours like, I've been doing on certain days. But, today is the last nice day, probably of the rest of the year. It's supposed to be 66 out, and then overnight it turns into trash. Tomorrow's only supposed to be 36. So, dropping 30 degrees for a high over one day. So, and I gotta hold this steering wheel because it's just too damn loud. Here, I'll let you hear that. I don't know, something's rattling in here. It's because of the idle the truck. That's one of the things with International I don't like. The interior's kind of cheap, so it rattles. And it's really annoying, especially when you're just sitting there idling. You have to have your hand holding onto it or your knee propped up to it. But anyways, we're all hooked up. I did that all last night. I started the paperwork last night, so just got here, pre-tripped this, and we're ready to go, man. 7 o'clock, so let's get going. We should be back by 3 o'clock and home by 4:30. So let's get some more driving footage in, and let's go to Minnesota. Alright guys, we are up by River Falls again. 29 Express, our usual stop. Once we get closer to Prescott, what I'll do is I'll start doing some video, and should be about between Prescott and where we gotta go is about 40 minutes, so it'll be about the same length of video as the one in the last video. I did it 5 speed, increase 5 speed, so it's about 9 minutes of video, sped up. But yeah, once we get into Savage, you'll see just how screwy Minnesota 13 is. They got all this road construction in it. Yesterday, I haven't been to Savage in a good long time, and before, when they were doing construction, they actually had a turn lane where you could actually turn into where I was going. But apparently now, yesterday I went through, I was like, oh cool, there's this little sign that said port access, and then there was like another lane that went down alongside of the lane that you're traveling on. I'm like, okay, that's just for, this part, because there's a couple places that load off of the river. But no, I tried to turn up where I normally turn, and that's completely blocked off. Apparently you have to use that port access road is like a mile long, and it covers everything on that stretch from Yosemite Avenue to Dakota Avenue. So it was really stupid. They didn't think that out very well when they did it. And an afterthought, after probably a bunch of complaints, you have to go a half mile up the road after you pass Dakota Avenue, and then there is a U-turn area specifically designed for the trucks to go back and go to the port access road. You go on that one, you go a mile back, and then you do another U-turn, and it leads you right into the port access road. They got stoplights and everything for it, so it was a little frustrating yesterday. I was like, what the heck is this stuff? But yeah, we'll probably hit that port access road this time and not have to do a UE. We'll do 2 UEs, but it's pretty easy to miss, so if I miss it, probably gonna hear a few cuss words, but I'll bleep them out because it's just frustrating. Yeah, let's just go on the road and I'll show you exactly what I mean. So stay tuned. You're probably gonna have, once I speed it up and stuff, probably another 9 minutes, 10 minutes of video at 5 times speed, and you'll see everything I'm talking about. So like I said, once I get to Prescott or close to Prescott, I'm gonna hit the record button for you guys, and yeah, then we'll get up to Savage. So see you guys in a minute and enjoy the driving footage. guys, as you can see, 13 kind of sucks to navigate. Kind of forgot where the merge went in, so I kind of just stuck in the left lane. There wasn't a whole heck of a lot of traffic, but as you saw, I ended up hitting dang near every red light. It was just, but well, we made it here. We just finished dumping. Now we're gonna go to Fridley, Minnesota, and pick up a load of oats. And then from there, we are going back to the yard, and then my day is done. So hopefully only another about 4.5 hours. I'll be home. So it's like 11. So hopefully by 4:30 I'll be at the house. So that'll be kind of nice. Yesterday I got home at like 7 o'clock. Wasn't a big deal, but I just drank some milk and watched YouTube and uploaded a video about an hour's worth, and then fell asleep. So we'll get back to you in a little bit. I might be have some more video when we go to the yard, but we'll see. Probably what I'm going to do is once I get back to the yard, I'm going to unhook this trailer, get some fuel, get everything ready for the next day, you know, get my paperwork, start my paperwork, hook up to the other trailer and bring the other trailer around to the front of the building and park it out front, so I don't have to walk a really long distance to the where it's going to be. But yeah, we'll get that figured out in a few hours, so I'll see you guys back at the yard. Alright guys, we are back home. Oh, let me turn some lights on here. No, I guess that didn't help very much. Anyways, we're back home, and it was a little bit of a long trip on the way back. We had some issues with the truck. I'm gonna just turn these lights. Hold on. That's better. Actually, I'm just gonna stop. That's better. We had some issues. We got all the way to Eau Claire from where was that place? It started with an F. Somewhere in Minnesota. It was by Minneapolis, but we got all the way to Eau Claire. The truck was running awesome, and then right after we hit Eau Claire, it just started bogging down. So I pulled over at Cadott, and I limped it to Cadott, looked under the hood, you know, stepped away for about 15 minutes. I could see that there's a little bit of oil, not really dripping, but it was weeping from the top piece of the turbo. I checked all the boost hoses. Those looked fine. I didn't think it'd be a boost problem. It's probably, I thought it was an actuator or whatever, but anyways, after we let it sit for 15 minutes in Cadott, we went down the road. She had full power again for a few miles, and then it started limping again. So we were doing flat-footed all the way to the floor on the throttle, and it was doing about 57 miles an hour on the interstate. That's top it would go. Unless you're going down a hill, then you can get up to like 65, 66, but that was it. But we got it back. We got back to Athens and hooked the computer up to it, and it's overboost code. So it overboosted, so some sensor in there cut the boost way down to literally nothing. So that's what our issue was. So they're working on it now. Hopefully by morning it's done, because I don't really want to have to take a different truck. They got a different truck lined up for me just in case, but I don't really want to. I mean, I'm probably going to go to bed here in probably 2 hours. It's 5:12 p.m. right now. I'm going to try to get up at 2:30, 3 o'clock, so I can get my day rolling. I have to go to Mankato tomorrow. It was supposed to be Savage, but Savage isn't taking any more beans or corn. They're not accepting any trucks right now for some reason. So we're going to Mankato instead. And tomorrow's Veterans Day, so I'm going to try to leave my absolute earliest and get home the absolute earliest. Then I can go to Applebee's for dinner. The wife and I go to Applebee's for dinner, hopefully. I get a free meal, and then I'll just pay for hers. So, I mean, that's a good deal. I like that Applebee's does that for the vets. It's really nice. But that's it for today. I'm going to edit this video and do whatever and upload it. And tomorrow I might have one, I might not. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Tomorrow might be a little bit of a hectic day, but we'll see. We might have a video tomorrow, we might not. So, see everybody later. Have a good night.